All right, final stage of Red-Tailed Beast. Here we go. The final round. Here we are, final round. Go take it. Right. To hold off the throttle for a few races, otherwise we may lose the engine. Oh no, that's not good. All right. So finish lap in top 5 position without exceeding 130 or 209.2 kph and going off track. You mean without going off track, right? Got it. So we need to stay under 209. It's kind of an odd number. I'll do my best. And final stage, Silverstone. So we do need to climb up to top 5 still. Alright, but keep it under 209. Oh! Don't want to damage the car either. Keep our opponents at bay. Alright, so far so good. And, ooh, that was close. Gotta pay attention. And what was the rank? Top 5. Okay, so rank has been achieved, so we just need to block and maintain our position. Alright, so let's get as close to the P4 as we can. Allow ourselves some buffer. Yeah, these minimum, like where we have to, not minimum, where we have to stay under certain speed is kind of annoying, isn't it? One of my least favorite kind of goals. But, oh well. At least it's not going to be too difficult the way it's looking. Since we have the position that we are required to meet. And this lead is comfortable enough that I think we can easily wrap this up. Just make sure we don't go over this ridiculous top speed requirement that we have to stay under of 209 something. And there we go. All right, P5 or under, and or better, under 209 and change, right? The goal has been delivered. And we're ever so slowly creeping towards the next level. We'll get there at some point. All right. One goal down. 4 more to go for this final stage. All right. Alright, so goal to at least 8th place while staying below average speed of 100 miles per hour or 160.9 kph. Perform 30 seconds skid without going off track. Ay, that's one of those convoluted goal descriptions once again. Alright, so, oh yeah, average speed. This is annoying. It's like, it's so easy to go over that average 160. And what was that we need to do? We need to get up to 8th place. So we do need to make a couple of overtakes. But I have to keep the average speed under 160 essentially. 40. And we cannot go off track, that's another condition. Let's make this overtake. But it's hard to miss out on all this chance to skid, you know. Since we'll lose a bit of speed once we reach the end of the Wellington here. Alright, P8 has been achieved. Just need to continue to skid while keeping that average speed under the target. So we just have to play some blockade here. Ooh, don't want to go off track either. Alright, so we're off to 18.6 seconds. Alright, 23, 24 seconds. Alright. I think we can take it easy here. Just, let's see, we need to stay under 160.9. So we got a little bit of buffer. There we go. Alright, 27 and a half, 29. And that's 30 seconds of skidding. Now let's keep that average speed well below the target. We do a little bit of traffic stop here. The bot's gotten too smart for that kind of trick. So we used to be able to just like stop the entire traffic, and that'll bring down your average speed by quite a bit, because all the bots will just line up one after the next instead of figuring out that you can go around. Oh no! Lost our position. Just kidding. Alright, I think that's gives me enough buffer. Maybe? $153, $154. When you don't want this average speed to go up, it tends to go up very fast, doesn't it? It's the fact that the requirement is so low. Alright. 158 as we are reaching the end of Hangar Straight. Alright, I think we got this one. Yeah, I think we can go flat out from here on out. We're well below 160.9. Right. There we go. Good enough for goal 2. All right. That takes out a few more service bars there, but so far we still have that instant service available, so that's good. 2 goals down, 3 more to go. All right. Now don't make it look too easy. What? Time to push. Okay. So goal 3 each lap within 2 minutes and overtake 10 opponents. All right. So here we go. Shouldn't be too difficult. All right. So do we get a timer? No, we don't get a timer. But we just have to finish 2 laps. Why is it so skittish? Alright. 120 seconds. 2 minutes? Could we do 2 minutes? Or are we supposed to just overtake 10 cars under 2 minutes? Because that's an entirely different proposition. But I think we'll be able to overtake pretty quickly because we're already halfway there. Of course, that doesn't really mean anything if the 10th car takes forever to reach, but alright, is that what they want? Peace. Okay, 7 overtakes, and maybe they did mean 10 overtakes under 120 seconds, because we're not going to be able to do 2 laps under 2 minutes. This car not moving that quick. You know, in fact, I don't know any car in the game that can do 2 laps at Silverstone Grand Prix under 2 minutes. That's not a thing. So I'm just gonna boldly assume that once we make that final overtake, that's gonna be just that, because we're already 80 seconds, almost 90 seconds in, so that sounds more like it. Unless I completely misread it. I think that's what they meant. So here we go, and oh. 120 seconds. What? Oh, finish each lap within 120 seconds. Okay, that changes the equation quite a bit. Okay, so we got 10 seconds to spare. And yeah, we're gonna easily complete this goal. Each lap under 2 minutes. That's a long time. All right. I know, these goal descriptions. I would appreciate if we can get a little bit more concise with each goal. Because some of them are pretty convoluted, I feel like. You know, because words is hard. Indeed. All right. Pretty straightforward challenge from here on out. Minute 12 at second checkpoint, so yeah, we'll be able to wrap it up around like minute 50 once again, or even a little bit quicker. I think we can do it under minute 50, especially considering we have a kind of an open track ahead here. There we go. 43, 44, 45, 46, and 47 and change. Alright, not too bad. So, of course, 3 minutes 57 seconds and change. That is including the outlap at the beginning, right? And 1,000 victory fame points, still not enough. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna level up while this event is going on. All right. Okay, so 3 goals down. 2 more to go. All right. Bad feelings about this race. Reinforce the front end just in case. Stay sharp. This is where races are won or lost. Eyes up. Trust your instincts. What does that all mean? Nothing. Avoid the crash and finish 5th position without damage. Don't get overtaken. Right. And of course, the final 2 goals, we have that final PR requirement bump up to 57.5, as you can see. And just to recap the upgrades, so this is what you need: 3 on every category except for body, which you need to get up to 5, and that's gonna cost you a total of 370 gold and about 1.5 million racing dollars. Anyway, I think this is the goal where there were a bunch of dead cars on the circuit. I'm trying to remember. There was one. I don't think I'm mixing this up with another event. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was this one. So you just have to watch out for the dead cars like that and this. Yeah, they're like littered everywhere. Alright. And what were some other challenges here? What were some other goals that we need to do? Don't get overtaken. And 5th place. Alright. So I think because of all the cars that's just kind of scattered, the dead cars on the circuit, I think getting to the P5 is not the main challenge. I think the main challenge is going to be avoiding crashing. So, alright. Keep your eyes peeled for those stuck cars. This is the obstacle course. Actually, they didn't mention anything about off track, so if you need to go off track to avoid crash, that is obviously preferred method. Between, if you had to choose between crashing versus going off track, since one disqualifies you right away while the other one doesn't. It just slows you down a little bit. And considering all the cars scattered, and even before that, we're slowing down quite a bit. Not being overtaken is going to be, I could have just stayed behind there, and it would have been easy to overtake in this final bit just because there's so many dead cars that bots are going to start to slow down. But nah, we'll just finish it. You can block. Yes. Alright, so there we go. Another goal complete. Alright, we are near the end. Just one more goal to go. Alright. Yeah, this car apparently has spark plugs. To be fair, it doesn't say which car the spark plug is for. So it might be replacing somebody else's spark plugs. Alright. And that brings us to the final challenge of the event. Oh yeah, this event, this goal does this goofy thing where we get essentially like a double run. So we earn the rewards like twice, like fame and racing dollars twice. But also wears down your service bars, as though we just ran the race, right? But of course, because we have instant service available, it doesn't really matter. Yes, on occasion we get these like the goals where it takes double rewards. Anyway, that's done. So almost there indeed. All right, so finish like legend. All right, so goal 5. And we need to draft for 3,000 mountains. And finish race under 350. No off track. Right. All right, and then I still have about half an hour because I took a little break. So, all right, here we go. Draft and win. And did they say no off track? Yeah, they did. Let's keep that in mind also. And is it like we have to win under 350 for the 2 laps? Boy, we're having a hard time keeping those wheels on track in the first corner we encounter in the out lap. All right. I think we need to win, right? So we have to find a draft partner that's going to be pretty fast. But for now, down the Wellington straight here, we'll stay behind the, what was it, 5th place car. And now we're in 4th place. And we're about halfway in terms of our drafting distance. I think we'll be able to make up the rest down here. Maybe down the hangar. All right, here we go. Behind another electric vehicle. I think that's, is that, I cannot tell. Is that Porsche or Audi? It looks kind of like Audi. Yeah, it is. I should be able to keep up, but apparently no. We're slower. Alright, let's get the remainder of the drafting distance met. And we have 2 minutes to finish this final lap. And we just finished the last lap with minute 50 or so. So the pace is good. Alright, let's keep pushing. For victory. Alright, now we don't have to draft behind anybody. We can go full throttle. I mean, I was going full throttle earlier too. Just lost the draft, so maybe. But through the corner, you know what I mean. Where we had to slow down in order to kind of line up behind a draft partner, so to speak. Alright. And then, no, I don't think I can quite take cops flat out. Especially when there's a condition of no off track. I'll try to keep it clean. And Chapel corner into hangar straight. Oh yeah, 36 seconds. Plenty of time left on the clock. There we go. All right. Oh yeah, 15 seconds, 14, 13, 12, 11. There we go. Nice and easy does it. Yeah, I feel like final stage actually was more straightforward than some earlier stages. And 1200, is that enough for level up? Nope, just a little shy. But anyway, yeah. Should we watch that glorious final race one more time? Sure, why not? Alright. Try to keep those wheels on tarmac. It's so funny. I guess you have to slow down earlier. You're so eager to get going, you know, when you start the race. Right, so yeah, if you race as you normally would, but once you find yourself like getting lined up to go down either like Wellington Straight or Hangar Straight, you know, that's a good place to kind of set up your draft, right? Like right here. Because we're not really losing time by drafting behind these guys. In fact, we're gaining. So it's the proper way to do it, right? And then of course, also this is oftentimes depending on the car, right? Like Formula 1 cars can take these all flat out, this whole back section, right? Through cops. But this car, yeah, as I was saying, maybe I could have, but don't need to, so no need to push harder than necessary. Of course, here I get to line up to draft behind the Audi down Hangar Straight. Nice long straight to build up some drafting numbers. Even though the guy did get away from me, but that's a-okay. And then start the final lap, pick up a few more drafting distance and wrap it up all the way, and then now just a flat out race from this point on, right? So there we go. Yeah, pretty straightforward event. Nothing too complicated. Like, you know, a couple of irritating events where you have to stay under certain speed, whether it's average speed or your top speed. Those are always kind of irritating. But aside from that, that's alright. Cost isn't exorbitant, especially considering we get some gold back, including 6,500 victory points, which certainly is a nice advancement in our victory point reward, the round 2 rewards, right? So that's always nice. And then yeah, to stay on track, you gotta know your circuit, braking points, know your apex, figure out how you want to take the corners, especially when it comes down to like these like faster corners, right? All right, and we're down to the final 2 corners, 1 and 2, and we bring it on home for victory. All right, nicely done. Yeah, in terms of like, racing dollars or fame points, don't expect to earn a whole lot, but yeah, you get to win a car, and yeah, we got decent number of upgrades. And if you want to continue on, and 100% complete the bonus series, Future Fast, then obviously right now you can complete 75% completion of that series as is with the upgrades that we already have on to complete this event, which means you're guaranteed another like 46 gold, I think, right? I think that's what I said, right? But if you want to 100% complete, then you would need to pretty much max out all the other categories except for engine. Engine, you can just leave it at 3, but the others all need to be maxed out, which means you're going to spend another like 290 gold, you know. And of course, yes, there is a exclusive series featuring this car. So if you want to participate in that, you would have to max it out, which is going to cost you, oh goodness, additional 710 gold from where we are right now. And yeah, you get to earn extra 100 gold for unlocking and being able to compete in that exclusive series, but that is a little rich for my taste. Anyway, for now, we wrap up the final goal of the final stage, so time for rewards. The moment that we've been waiting for, right? The car itself, Audi S1 e-tron Quattro, 2,000 victory points, 20 gold, and 90,000 racing dollars. All right, so car first. There we go. Beautiful. All right, so another new car in the garage. Thank you very much. Get a quick picture. All right, and pick up those victory points, which gives us, looks like, additional 45,000 motorsport dollars, and possibly then some, and unlocks the bonus series, Future Fast. Because it's a single car bonus series, you have to earn this car in order to unlock it or buy it in the next upgrade. Because I don't think this car is gonna be, unless you fail to finish the event, I don't think you're allowed to even purchase the car. So in this case, it is unlocked, so that's good. All right, you did it. Congratulations. Well, thank you. Earned your place in history books. Now go enjoy the moment. And we have made the Audi S1 e-tron Trek ready. Audi has decided to give this car as a reward to us. This car is ours. Yay! So long indeed. All right, so that is the conclusion of the first special event in the current round, round 2 of season 5. So yeah, thanks for tagging along for the ride till the end. Hopefully it was helpful. And we'll catch you guys in the next video. All right, take care.